This is a journey through the real Wild West, and our first stop is Arizona. We're in Goldfield ghost town. About 150 years ago, it was a bustling gold mining town. Now, it stands as a well-preserved remnant of the Old West. The precious metal here flowed abundantly like a golden fountain. Look at all this mining equipment and gold processing machinery. At its peak, Goldfield was home to over 4,000 residents. The rapidly evolving gold mining business further boosted development, leading to the construction of roads, jewelry shops, and trading posts. The town itself became an attraction. It seems like everything one needs for work, life, and entertainment is right here. There are shops with local arts and crafts, a museum, a restaurant, a pharmacy or apothecary, a church, a jail, and of course, a saloon. Always wanted to make this epic entrance from cowboy movies. Reality is an interesting thing. Change the decorations and outfits and you automatically transition into a different reality. Let's stop for a beer at the saloon. They serve steaks, burgers, quesadillas, and fries here. I opted for a plastic glass of beer at the bar and was blessed with a story from the bartender.
1895, they dig out $3 million worth of gold. This place was prosperous between 4,000 to 6,000 people who live in here. In 1960, they hit the bottom or top of the lake. 18 feet of water came on a mine and flooded the mine, and they left, and the town became a ghost town. 1893, a man bought this place for nothing, and he started building one building at a time. Now it's a true gold mine.
That's right. What you're looking at is a rebuilt and repurposed ghost town, which has now become a tourist destination. And it is not so ghostly anymore, as many people stop by every single day for lunch, a fun family day, or an adventure with the mineshaft stores. It is always fascinating to me to visit places rich in history. Life was so different back then, and people probably couldn't even imagine the dramatic changes that would occur over the span of just a century. Many Western towns have managed to retain their authenticity and vibrancy to this day. Saloons still do hold a special place in the culture, but as we continue our journey through this region of the US, we come across more old Western ghost towns. By complete accident, we stumbled upon Kelly Ghost Town, which holds tales of silver fortunes. Take a look at all these abandoned mines. At some point, these hills were covered in numerous houses built by silver miners' families. But as the silver rush in the area eventually came to an end, the residents had to move on. And here's the remarkable part. They took their houses with them. Literally deconstructing their homes, they transported the materials down the hills to the neighboring town of Magdalena to rebuild their homes there. Now all that remains of the silver town of Kelly are a few old mine shafts, a church, and scenic hiking trails. What an extraordinary journey through time. from historic places to futuristic objects, all within a 30-minute drive. The place is called the Very Large Array. This is an astronomical radio observatory with 27 massive radio telescopes. These bad boys are no ordinary telescopes. See those rails? These gigantic dishes can change location and travel across the desert. They work together, moving in perfect sync and capturing radio waves from the furthest reaches of space. Thanks to their powerful observations, scientists have made remarkable discoveries of supermassive black holes, unraveled the nature of pulsars, and even detected the afterglow of the Big Bang itself. As we journey through the southwest, the landscapes become increasingly dramatic. Desert with no mobile service and no GPS navigation, obviously, only a map and the compass. I'm proud of myself that I made it to my next destination. Proud because I'm one of those people who don't even go to buy groceries without GPS. So I made it to the town of Moab, and in case this info will be helpful to some of the travelers who watch this video, AT&T is the only working mobile operator in this area, in the deserts of Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. Others have zero service. I gotta tell, it feels nice actually to be completely disconnected and immersed in the nature and in the present moment, and sometimes even into a survival mode moment. It feels nice actually, but it might be really tough when you're trying to find your hotel for the night and you don't have any service. The atmosphere in Moab is eclectic, buzzing with energy. Locals and visitors alike strolling through the streets, gather over lunch at local restaurants, and share stories of epic hikes. Moab serves as a getaway for exploring the Arches and Canyonlands national parks, a mecca for outdoor enthusiasts and adventure seekers. Its desert landscapes have also attracted the film industry, resulting in the production of numerous movies, including the iconic Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. I picked up a few souvenirs, and now we're off to check out one of the most epic national parks in the United States. Arches is one of the most popular national parks in the United States, and there's a huge line to get in. I don't know how much time it's going to take us. Let's see. And here I am, back all the way to the end of the line. I waited for about 35 minutes, something like that. I made to the window, and she told me that in Arches you have to have a reservation. If you visit anywhere between 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. you need to have a reservation, and I didn't have that because I didn't know they have these rules in here. So here I am, back to the end of the line, because right now it's 4:45. So by the time I make another one, it will be already after 5 p.m. so I won't need a reservation and she'll let me in. Have fun. This reservation system is a good idea for managing the crowds at the entrance. Just need a little advanced planning and an online reservation. It costs $2 and the entry pass for a car is $30. Arches National Park has the densest concentration of natural stone arches in the world. There are over 2,000 documented arches, plus pinnacles and balanced rocks. It's like the natural Disneyland with the fantastic creatures. Erosion takes the credit as the creator, designer, and executive producer. Under the influence of sandstone formation process, wind, water, and ice, the softer layers of sandstone gradually eroded, leaving behind the harder and more resistant sections in the form of arches. And we're en route to witness the most legendary one. So, the trail isn't really a trail. Just a bunch of rocks, and you are in here on your own with no markings or anything. And the thing is, I don't hear any more people. Either they're somewhere behind or I've lost the trail. The trail, that's official. Alright, honestly, it wouldn't be me without adventures. It wouldn't be me to just follow the trail normally and find everything as planned. It just wouldn't be me. So this is totally normal. Alright, I think I've got an idea of where the arch actually is. I just took the wrong turn somewhere over there and I have to be all the way on the other side. So I'm gonna find it. Oh my goodness! Yes, that's the one. I found it, but for some reason I ended up being all the way on the other side. Let's see. I have no idea how, but I ended up all the way on the other side. But damn, what a view from here. Look at that. Alright, now let's try to figure out if I can go around and actually get to the arch. The total length of the trail is 3 miles, the round trip, there and back. I think I've done double. I was thinking that this is probably my very first real hike, but then I remember that my very first real long hike was in Petra in Jordan. That was a desert also. It was a difficult hike. I don't remember how much time it took us to get to the top, how many hours, but it was quite difficult, and we were there back in August of 2012 or something. It was quite a long time ago. And it was hot as hell. But the thing is, it was a clear trail, so it was a little bit more easy than this one. I think I see some people. What an adventure, what a view. This is pure, concentrated, crystallized awe. This is why I love traveling. I'm ready to fly, drive, and walk thousands of miles for moments like this. Wonder when those rocks are gonna fall down. One day, it definitely is going to collapse. I'm glad we've seen it and that I'm able to bring you along on these journeys. So many people from all over the world are here to witness the sunset. Speaking of the temporary, one massive arch in the park recently collapsed. In August 2008, wall arch fell during the night. Campers heard the sound of thunder, and in the morning, they discovered that the arch was actually gone. Well, it's time to head back if we don't want to get stuck in the desert at night. Now I know where I got lost. So over there, up the hill, I went all the way up. I kept climbing while the trail was going in this direction. And there's the sign posted. But of course I didn't see it. What an adventure. Long before becoming a national park, this land was inhabited by Native American tribes, and even ancient drawings on the rocks still remain here. Looks to me like a pasture scene. But that's not the only surprise I've discovered here. Are you ready? Utah is home to plenty of well-preserved dinosaur tracks. Can you see them? Now, this is the real Jurassic Park. Look at these footprints, paw prints. Do we call it dinosaurs' feet or dinosaurs' paws? Well, dinosaur tracks. My goodness! Look at this. In Utah, you'll find a wide variety of dinosaur tracks, from massive sauropod footprints to three-toed tracks of theropods. The unique geology and preservation conditions made it a hotspot for these tracks. They are incredibly old, dating back to Mesozoic era when dinosaurs roamed the earth 100, 200 millions of years ago. Can you imagine? I hardly can wrap my head around it. Why they went extinct. The most widely accepted and probable cause is an asteroid impact that occurred approximately 66 million years ago. A massive asteroid, estimated to be about 6 to 9 miles in diameter, collided with Earth near the present-day Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact released an immense amount of energy, triggering devastating effects globally. The asteroid impact resulted in a chain of catastrophic events. The tremendous release of energy caused massive wildfires, earthquakes, and tsunamis. It also ejected an enormous amount of debris and dust into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and causing a global cooling effect known as nuclear winter. This disrupted the Earth's climate, leading to a significant drop in temperature and a decline in photosynthesis, severely affecting the food chain. In these conditions, chances for survival for a large animal were nearly zero. Many other plant and animal species went extinct as well. That asteroid impact now looks like a dreamy vacation destination with beautiful beaches of the Yucatan Peninsula. But there's another spot where we can still see what an original asteroid impact site looks like. We're on the way to see something extremely rare. About 50,000 years ago, a massive iron meteorite, roughly the size of a football field, hurtled through the atmosphere at an astonishing speed, crashing into the Earth's surface. The impact created this crater, spanning nearly a mile in diameter. You can see some NASA objects here, as astronauts and scientists have used the site for training and research due to its resemblance to the lunar surface. As for ownership, the land is privately owned, belonging to the Barringer family. The crater itself is named after Daniel Barringer, a mining engineer who championed the idea that it was created by a meteorite impact. He led extensive studies and proved that this was indeed a site impacted by a meteorite, despite various other theories. This is crazy to be in here. This is a massive, giant hole. Now, this is not the only crater on Earth. There are about 200 confirmed meteor-impacted craters, but this was the very first one that was studied and actually proven to be made by a giant boulder that fell from the sky. And this meteor crater in Arizona is considered the best preserved one. It was made about 50,000 years ago, but today it looks essentially the same as it was back then. A well-preserved crater means that its original form and key characteristics have been relatively unchanged since its formation. And this is the actual piece of the meteorite found at this site, a heavy chunk of iron. Barringer crater is an excellent example of good preservation. It looks almost exactly as it did 50,000 years ago. Arizona's desert conditions played a significant role in maintaining the crater's pristine state. With minimal rainfall and limited erosion, the original shape and surrounding rim have been preserved remarkably well. In contrast, other meteor impact sites, such as the Rice crater in Germany or this one found in Quebec, Canada, have undergone more substantial changes due to human activities or geological changes. Will we go extinct as dinosaurs in the next heavy asteroids impact? What do you think? Write in the comments below. Our next stop is a world-famous landmark. It covers such a vast area that there are multiple entrances and viewpoints, and each one is spectacular. We're only a short hike away and you'll soon see the red marble. It's only 7 in the morning and the canyon is already in the bright daylight. There also are quite a lot of people already. The sun rises so early in here. I got up a bit before 5 a.m. I got dressed, I got ready. By the time I head out, it was about 5:30, 6 a.m. and it was already bright outside. And not only that, but even at this early hour, there are already plenty of people scouting for the best angles to capture a photo. I can only imagine that during peak hours, you'd probably have to form a line just to get closer to the canyon. Without unnecessary words, I'll let you simply enjoy this view. This spot is called Horseshoe Bend. The canyon is so vast that to drive from one viewpoint to another may take 5 hours. Some points of access lie within the national park, but some are located on tribal lands and belong to Native American tribes. Just like this spot, Horseshoe Bend is technically not a part of the Grand Canyon National Park. Half of the U-shaped bend is owned by the city of Page, Arizona, which operates the parking lot and the portion that most visitors experience. The other half is owned by a tribal family, and they sell private tours here. I'm very surprised how shallow the water is. The canyon was shaped by the powerful stream of the Colorado River, and now it appears to be in a drought and reduced to a shallow puddle. This is probably the most beautiful sight I've ever seen in my life. My amazement, it's impossible to put it in words. It's so beautiful in here. Let me tell you, those pictures from the internet, the pictures don't do justice to this place. It's so much more beautiful in here when you see it in person. This is what I love about America the most. Diversity to the extremes. On one side, we can have a concrete jungle and a vibrant contemporary metropolis. And just a few hours away, there will be nothing but vast stretches of red canyons for miles. Unfortunately, I have to move on, but honestly, I would just sit in here the whole day and stare at the canyon. It's such a beautiful spot. And also, if you get a little bit further away from all the tourists, away from all the people, you can get the entire place all to yourself. Hello guys, this is Lana, the editor from Coast Production. If you're still here, I guess you enjoyed this adventure in the Wild West. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I just finished editing this film and I really enjoyed editing this one. You know, traveling and filming is always fun, but editing, choosing music, making decisions on how to tell a story, usually those things take the most amount of time. Now that I learned to enjoy the process, maybe I'll be able to do it faster and produce more content. Or maybe I'll be able to find a great editor. And actually, if you or anyone you know has excellent editing skills, email me one example of your work, only one short video, and your rates, and I'll consider. The email will be down in the description box. And if you like what I create, share this video on Instagram stories and tag me. It will help to grow this channel, and I'll be very happy to see your tags and engage on Insta as well. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you in the next adventure very soon. Well, as soon as I get to finish editing the next one. Bye.